Welcome back to the Beast Speak blog. This is a series where I tell you what the Beast has been saying to me and how I overcame it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the Beast is your addictive voice, the AV in AVRT of rational recovery. If you can recognize that Beast, then you can separate yourself from your urges, and that can result in immediate and lifelong abstinence. If you want to learn more about rational recovery or how to do AVRT, I'll link Virginia's story in the description box below. You can check that out. It's a good place to get started. So inherently, we know we should keep our promises to ourselves. You just have to check in with your conscience to know that's true. I want to use an analogy now to kind of help you picture what your conscience is. Back in the olden days, they used to have things to prop open doors. They were triangular little wedges, little door stops our grandparents used to use to prop the doors open. It can be likened to our conscience in that it keeps certain things from. You could also use it to shut a door. So if you push that triangular wedge under the door, you can't open it. So you can kind of think of your conscience in that way, and that it kind of safeguards everything and anything from getting in. So every time we ignore our conscience, though, it's like we've kicked that wedge out of the way, and a little chip comes off the triangle. So the more we kick that wedge out of the way, the more we ignore our conscience, the more worn down the edges become, and soon we barely notice the resistance at all, and we can run the door right over the stop. That's when your conscience can barely be heard. The little voice inside your head is barely discernible. But we can build that back up if we start to listen to it again. I have a 7-year-old son who likes to make things special by planning nice things around certain events. He'll blow up balloons for the premiere of his favorite show, and he'll get his brothers together and say, we're going to make this and play that just before the lead up to the show, and it's a big deal and it's all planned out. One of the things he does is set aside a special treat so that it's only to be eaten when the show starts. This can be a pack of gum that we got from our last shopping trip, or the last 3 pudding cups left in the fridge, one for each brother. But he has come to talk to me and to tell me that he's having trouble waiting until the premiere for his special treat. He listens to my vlog and he says he's my biggest fan, so he understands the concept of the Beast. He came up to me and he said, I know I want to save my pudding cup until the Tuttle Twins premiere show, but my Beast is telling me I want it now. So I say to him, just recognizing that Beast gives you power over it. It can't trick you because you have a flashlight on it and you're watching its every move. He says it helps him to keep his promises to himself when he talks to the Beast. And who am I to tell him he's wrong if it's working for him? The Beast recognition technique can be applied to anything you've committed to. If you made a decision to make your bed every morning, any thoughts dissuading you from doing that is the Beast. Jordon Peterson has a great video on taking things immediately around you and making them a little bit better. If you think making your bed every morning is a worthy habit, that's a good video to check out to edify yourself in that pursuit. I'll link it below. If you have more time, Peterson has a whole series breaking down the moral lesson behind the Pinnochio movie. He says it's all about obeying your conscience or you risk being turned into an animal. In the movie's case, a donkey. Who will be sold as a beast of burden, as a slave. I'll link the most relevant video in the series below, but the whole thing is really incredible. So the idea is we turn into something other than human when we ignore our conscience. This is a similar idea put out by Jack Trimpey. We let the Beast overtake us when we don't recognize that the Beast is akin to an animal, and obeying that animal turns us into a slave. So there are 2 actions necessary to keep your promises to yourself. The first is listening to your conscience, and the second is recognizing that voice that betrays you, the Beast. Okay, that's all I had for you today. Keep ferreting out that Beast. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and join me for more AVRT and rational recovery content and the Beast Speak blog. Thank you.